so na mene Dr. Jonathan Asantewatri senior lecturer at University of Cape Coast is also a political analyst. Doc, good afternoon.
Afternoon, man.
Apom to say.
No.
You what dom doc yes you hoye papa. You hoye pa. Na we ba to
why you kasa. Na me ti ni mo pre. Tia kwakwawa kam ko sam di na ya. Ko dem country into me so ni kaka area.
Oh, kako di fo. Oh, it's here is over with the area that. I also present. Okay, the money tell nothing. Yet to make out all right, where you're from, Boko, Ning Naya say, I don't because what Chrome has say, you have say about Honey Bajaj and Chekaka. Eddie Kanye say, Obia Fra Bemu. Na utie specifically the national the regional chairman of the NPP area and Tribuisi akodona freno chairman Wontumi in the Ashanti region na ohwe niema ekoso sisi ebra NIB benefo ko ho na one person omkofa no omantumi afa no fiada na it was on the 27th of last month and no me so ombekofa no it on Monday and on no eden ho koye ewo NIB that's the CID office na eho no na sa enkomo we nyina ehye the question that question is say ebi feel say one witch hunting ebi feel say enyemra ebi feel say other na the money to the mo bi bail 50 million Ghana cedi.
Mami ya kepo nyewi na mo amaso ya boda na mai ewo ye kemi memki mo no the happen obi abakate
Doc Ogasado bayo kasa na ekosoro da afi atiakofem
Big 96.7 FM. Why a casa?
Oh my.
But you said them say Buddha. Oh,
okay. And today I make us say, near Obaka say there's much hunting in this case, not just one who can no be among one just here. I am among those who asked about me several questions about accountability. And I never received any response because if you say about me, she about a PDS investigation. Boss contaminated a bit SML UBT investigated. And I won't call about. I never got any response. So Ghana for it decided said no. If they really want accountability there, then it should be the other side. And that is why they voted massively for Mr. Mahama and the Vice President, Professor Anajino Pokwajima, to take the reins of governance from 2025 to 2028.
96.7 FM.
I want you to know, so who show more? Media will be time and once more. There's no way chances. I think accountability is really working. In a sense, so accountability, that is where you and I, as ordinary citizens of this country, will benefit fully from the resources of this country. Now, if there is a situation as I say, Ukofa or my idea, that's a 20 million contadia, that's a mine pala. But if we are in a position to account for it there, then it means that you're not even there in the first place to take a decision on my Ejapadia and answer on my resources to your advantage. So, I'm saying you're going to be the end of the day. To come to you, I don't see that there is a witch hunting. In actual fact, it has a lot more of questions to answer to this country, not the government, to this country. And I can tell the MPP on authority say, information that can say, when there's a tip of the iceberg, there's so many. Because how do you take, apart from the city depreciation, against the dollar. How do you take the loan portfolio, a car of my dear, from 152? What they could do 930 billion, and you think it's a corruption in him, and you think it's a catastrophe. You think that people have not gotten themselves involved in more practices. You think people have not, created what is it called, procurement losses. I mean, how? You don't need to be an atmospheric scientist to be able to determine this. There is that natural correspondence. And that correspondence, literally say, as a buyer, a training corner, among funding again to
Big FM.
and that's the more reason why and Kofonia Quenya on me at the Somope. Now, I'm Sagana forecast enough is enough. And in Sana Tabia, or more than sister ever, the Asha Senior and so Ebeco. And one thing that stood out in an outstanding fashion was accountability. And some of us spoke about it vehemently. And NBC included it in their manifesto. And that is what they are doing today. And so there is nothing I wish wanted. At all. At all. We are no to prison wrongfully, as well as the political class are concerned. There is nothing like that. If you are not happy with the process, go to court. Nanka will be our Timothy Gold and the chair of Metro TV. That gold. Ounces of it. This is broadcast. This I don't keep my money so. 50 million Ghana cedis worth of a bill guarantee, and you can't get it. Then it means that they have been living a fake life.
No, but the Nipa way, as I'm okay, his account has been freeze. Is it,
Okay.
So we're freezing account.
And so Obian can say a freezing account. No, Obian didn't have comes to go. Your account say almost freezing. It is still in your name. They can't take your money. And as long as you say a freezing account, don't go easy car. That they are going to bill. That's not what it is. For account say a freezing, it has got nothing to do with your bail condition. For bail condition is there. The other is the Fadiana Owa. The unity up to that bail condition of 50 million Ghana cedis. Just so. Near Mount Nako. That's all.
So the question is, Tama Omu free CID officer, Yoko for Baba Fano, and then the now they say no Rambo style and it was being ambushed and Omo de Koi. Afei Bella Omu place on him say 50 million Ghana cedi no. They are saying say it is too much now have money and a moment yes no. And Osha minority no so a call now. They all saying say hello.
Okay. Mami answer we answer all the bakuna ka. Obiaduwa okobokro no offer a nipa and 100 million Ghana cedis. Me am money bill 10 million Ghana cedis. What be that? It has never happened. Say Asian Capital Bank or say
Atwesi nana.
I never bill condition of the man.
Man 200 million.
96.7.
Where was you going to get that from? They looked at the enormity of your crime or alleged crime to consider your bail condition. If not, we are obfuscating the issues with politics there. This, what the MPP did was in fact shameful and embarrassing. It has never in any way near to their political advantage. It has not in any way. Now the second question, so I want you to understand, say, near more bail condition of appointing because appointing boy dey chakoko. So more bail condition of akoko anoma because we are all bad like. All
right. So
yeah.
So the question is, Eti almost one because then we were shocked say MPs na ba ho ni nyina no which most of them are lawyers but almost say bail condition no eso into omu ntua na ntua kira and the way no mu misbehave no na ubem say into na omu nim the channel to use there we bet ya call for even to vary the bail na omu the amount na fe omu tumi aye what they want to do and I say e be omu tumi ni court na koka but to go there and then go misbehave near there the boys be so almost say tire block road near there. Is that the way to go? Because it happened also when Japa and Ato Worsen during the ambulance trial, Sobekaya, where the MP minority then could talk black one, no boycott parliament. So Kroma no sana idea and any idea Abbas is here as a pebia. They call it solidarity walk.
You
are
so, the principles, I have my decent. I'll say into Ebemu. You see, for the minority leader to speak on top of his voice, and these days, always threatening, 2028 is just around the corner. 2028 is around the corner. And you know, say, Obia for my sika, I will free or my share. The end of my that is one. It also means minority, adult minority, acted not different from children. Oje akwalato free ni semwa. But Tunasi, I didn't teach you from issue. That is exactly what the minority want out there to do. What they did had nothing to do with people who are adults. Excuse my language. What they did was, it had nothing to do with people who are adults. And that is quite disappointing. And you are here, make fight. And you're a big boy. I didn't know when the bail condition was high, you went to court. Secure the conviction. I say, bail condition is high and it should be valid. I stand to be corrected. And we got that particular judgment that suited best his client. Why didn't opinion Markins and Co do the same thing? Say, are you asking Parliament to intervene and interfere in something that they don't have authority over? That in itself shows that you are not a good leader. You don't really read to get your access right. All what you have been doing is a political leadership, leadership of belligerence. It has never helped them in any way. So I expect to say, leadership, they will always take their time and have a thorough reflection of the things that they intend to do. Because, look, the goodwill of the current government is so huge that, unfortunately, the president is always doing right by the people. What Ghanaians are looking at for is they are talking about the reduction of the dollar with respect to the city, the appreciation of the city against them. That is what they are talking about. And they are pressing the government on that. And if you want to take up an issue that is about Ghana buying goodwill in the minds of the people that are for more, that's not how you should go about it. They are getting so many things wrong under the leadership of your market. But and I was talking about this today because the statement of leadership is by far different, more mature than Mr. Afenyo Markets. And I'm making the point. And you see, look at the leadership. Ekokoyi, Wontumi, Edinburgh, the General Secretary, Dr. Brian Champo, Wontumi himself,
and a former General Secretary. Yeah.
I don't know why you now. You are going to mention some of these things.
Yes, that's John Boyd, the former General Secretary.
Yes. Where was the national chairman?
Oh, but no dear, I think say after the tour now, the second will be no. And I'll say or no cry or cogin why I share near there. So no dear.
Thank you. So the elders of the party are limited. Where are they? Did you see Akwana Usu there?
7 FM.
Did you see Kojom Pienim there? Did you see Dampoche? Did you see your friend and say
like somebody like Kobre Japan?
Kobre Japan. Did you see this guy who was at FTC?
Who?
FTC. No, boss.
Akomia, Nana Komia.
Nana Komia. Did you see him there?
At least guys don't want no Yahubia.
Yes.
So that means clearly Nyaho Tamakro was saying the leadership of the party no papa biabium this time round. And no cry. They are saying a whole lot of things to him. Do you also side with Nyaho Tamakro?
And I've heard the general secretary
say obey ni Jeffrey you can say founding members and obey ni yeah.
Well, when they were founding the party, how old were you? And yes, I'm confirmed as far as on board one time. Justin, Justin, you didn't have the gravitas. So go to the board. It was because the party wanted some kind of change and a new direction. And now I'm focusing on party in a new direction. Almost die. Almost kill. Almost for so they are still in that kind of euphoria of behaving as though they are in government when in actual fact they are in opposition. So those names that I've mentioned and so many others, where were they? If Wontumi is obia in terms of the politics, you know, I'm in the idea for him. Where were they? And here some of people were active servicer. That is the chairman in opposition. The chairman was nowhere to be found.
Party they go now.
Certain things right, and they are simply not ready to understand and appreciate. Say, the times have changed. Therefore, we need to change the way we do our things. They still think and behave as though that arrogant posture that they put forth when they were in government, they are still doing so. Unfortunately for them, they have a president and a vice president who are not willing to make silly mistakes that will become scandals for them. And MPP, in terms of constructive criticism, constructive opposition, they are always goofing.
Big 96.7 FM.
The accepted bill condition the amount. What is that? You have got for diary, you have demonstration, and you think that is what will curb the hand or push the hand of the state institution to give that advantage to you. It doesn't work like that. People have been saying certain things. The question is, Mr. Mayama has not even, His Excellency has not even appointed new security where or more apart from the headship. He's not done any new appointment or new recruitment. So it means that now, all of a sudden, you have people who are working in the security apparatus. They seem to believe that they are working for the state. I don't think that they want to impress the new government. No. I think they are working for the state in their capacity as security officers who have been mandated to ensure, say, in terms of economic crime, and Kapan is saying, anything the other part of that training, what to say, you can come before that, oh, fee. No man, maybe any investigation pose, you can tell what the eco-crossing Pepesobiano, if you are there, okay, or won't show near there. You are exculpating your appointee before even an investigation is done. That's the kind of leadership that we had not too long ago. And I'm not surprised. A global analytics data on the buyer, the approval rating for the former president was 22%, between 22 and 24%.
So the other one there, the Ofuriata and then the OSP. What we are even hearing now is with what is going on, Ofuriata is trying to even seek US passport so that Obe to be Ghana free. What the OSP wanted to do now.
Big 96.7 FM.
Well, those are minor issues. I wouldn't want to get into it. But what Mimi Boom say a major and very important is the fact to say MPP is supposed to be a combination of Dombo, Danko, Buzia. Buzia for every year in the Fourth Republic, Yewa Kufuano. Yehunia. Yewa Kufuano Dubai, Yehunia. Yewa Baumia. Exercise or rather sending a ye. Nanye, no, if in the quarter by and the father by no S3, Dankwa, as if for Anom to me or my more. Now, oh my, and then my drink I aka or Casapa said. You see, the Dankwa fraternity of the MPP is the cost of the woes of the MPP today. Mark it on the wall. They are the cause of the wars. It also means, the Danko fraternity of this tradition, if you say their forefathers played vital role in the fight for independence in this country. Therefore, they feel entitled to the resources of this country. And by the sign and the opening the echoes. Now, one is saying that, oh my, I bind back up, almost your 4 hour abandoned glass chain. Near Fata, Gabi or Tredako, their response on the Maya. Or say, Omananum and Omukosuku. So if they find themselves where they find themselves, then what that means is that they deserve it. As I said, me. Me bush ya for the Adiana. Omunia Kunya, young coach school, Yananum Yuska, and influence talk into your coach papa, in near dear papa. And I'm telling them, it will take a long period for the Danko fraternity to see power in this country. Even within the Dombo Danko Abuzia, it will take a long time for them to see power. If Dr. Baumia is seen as someone who is a relic of the Danko fraternity, he should call his presidential ambition over. Because some of us, we have done political analysis since 2003 up to now.
Big
and we know the sentiment of Ghanaians. And so I'm not surprised that about me. Sometime now, the person will free the Danko, a timia of the Akatano. I don't call so. Oh, I told me and Sano, this entitlement, and the Amma Yawaka for Yaka a old OSP in here. Well, Freddy, I'm found no office, and then you know what you want. So, when people feel entitled, it makes them behave the way they think, how they should behave, and to hell with anybody else. And Kakwadwe di Bowie, Sa Nyama, Baku, and Niles and Num, I had the bone. All of these are very, very destructive, not only to your career, not only to your businesses, not only to your status,
96.7 FM.
but the fact is you belong to a certain fraternity. So at the end of the day, maybe he doesn't care about the properties that potentially, when he's tried in absentia, he will lose. Because definitely, he is definitely more likely to lose a case when he gets to court. And say here, the assets, they will liquidate them. But a year man, but the greater good is the entire Ghanaians. I don't know here. Say parochial interest. So at the end of the day, so beside you are kind for it after in some. I understand
but the way maybe the other question the way I say OSP bar no mo so need lawyers be aba no mo so babeka and or yare on tiapo dano crowd also munye zoom ono ti America was omunye oni OSP omunye zoom as if say e di agro bi kra
I want to answer for so friend. So who's there who as a fugitive declared, so to speak, you have no business telling the OSP how you should be interrogated or questioned. That is a mark. It's a mark of arrogance.
Hello, dog. Hello.
Yeah, mine.
Dog. I'm saying one can say we that line no. You until the car will hold them no.
You might also hearing now. Yes. So I think I can't admit I want to for to receive no more. We no more edging comment to be answer.
Yeah. So what we wanted to find out is say I said I said corner bra ye who say OSP do kra ne se bo ka say or the mind tapo or no mo na ebe ye adwuma no ma fa na ba ne ade ken so lawyer for so the krate ba say don tiapo o yare e na me ka say no akra de no so munye zoom wo odo ti America dan say mo munye zoom wa ha say no munni komo no. Is that the way to go? Hello, Doc, what's the car?